Did you recently sprain your ankle? I'm Dr. Chantelle with MyoLab. Let's go through a full ankle rehab protocol. One of the things that happens when we sprain an ankle, not only are the muscles overstretched, which leads to a strain, but we also damage the ligaments, the sprain part of an ankle sprain. Ligaments are really important for our proprioception. They literally tell our brain where our joints are in space. So that's the first thing we're going to rehab. So to do that, you're basically going to practice standing on one foot. Whatever side you sprained, that's the one you're working on. So you're going to be balancing on one foot. You want to start with your feet together because that's going to keep your hips level. That way, when you go to pick up one foot, the hips don't shift at all. The glutes are engaged, also stabilizing that. Now, you'll notice side to side, the side that you just sprained is probably a lot more wobbly than your quote unquote good side. That's normal. That's part of what we're training. That wobble in the ankle is what we're getting used to. So you're going to basically hold this position. You want to get to 30 seconds. I always tell people it's a great exercise to do when you're brushing your teeth in front of a mirror. Because guess what? Then you have a mirror to tell you whether or not your hips are level, and you're supposed to brush your teeth for 2 minutes a day anyway. Once you're at 30 seconds standing on one leg, the next level is to close your eyes. That's going to take your eyes out of the proprioceptive equation and make your brain rely more on that ankle. So you'll start to notice you're a little bit more shaky with your eyes closed than you were open. Once you've got that 30 seconds with your eyes closed, you're going to add an unstable surface. Now, RX pads like this are great. Couch cushions, pillows, they all work about the same. So this is the next level. By that unstable surface, you're challenging the body to rely on that ankle even more. So you're going to do that same single leg balance, and you'll notice your ankle being even a little bit more shaky than it was with your eyes closed. Once you've got the 30 seconds nice and solid and strong on the unstable surface, the next level is obviously close your eyes again. We're working up to somewhere between 60 seconds to 2 minutes able to balance on one foot on an unstable surface with your eyes closed. That's the gold standard to know that your ankle is rock solid again. Now, the other thing we need to do is start to rehab that ankle in a more functional way. So we're going to build off the single leg balances. You don't have to get to 2 minutes with a star diagram. You're going to start by, again, standing on the foot that you injured, nice and strong. If you want to, this is a great time to add the short foot exercise into this. You can see our other video for that. Tenting the foot, stabilizing it from there. Then you're going to add little knee bends and start to tap your other foot out in the pattern of a star. So straight in front of you, 45 degrees out in front, 90 degrees to the side, 45 degrees back, and straight behind you. You want to do this repeatedly, strengthening that ankle. So you're going to do this until muscular fatigue. Your ankle will let you know when you've had enough. When you're finding this is getting a little bit easy and you're doing lots of sets and reps, you're going to add the other side of that star diagram. So you're going to go 45 degrees to the other side, straight behind you, in front of you, and 45 degrees to the opposite side there. The other structure that often gets injured at the ankle is the Achilles tendon. So we want to make sure we're strengthening that tendon the best way we can with an eccentric calf raise. So you're going to use a step or a stair, something where you can drop your heels off the edge of it. Now, how far back you stand on the stair is going to make it harder if you're further back, a little bit easier if you're not as far back, because it's going to reduce that range of motion. So pick the spot where it's challenging but not impossible. If you don't have a wall in front of you or a railing on the stair, the other thing that's really helpful to do is a dowel. Now, this is not a balance exercise, which is why we can use supports. We are looking for the calf raise and specifically the eccentric lowering portion of this calf raise. The concentric up can be pretty quick, and we want to come down as slowly as we possibly can. That slow and controlled eccentric motion is what targets the tendon and really helps rehab it so that it's nice and strong. When it's time to progress this exercise, we're going to do that with a single leg eccentric. So you're going to go 2 legs up onto one foot and then lower really slowly down on that injured side. Now, the reason we're going 2 legs on the way up is that the concentric portion isn't the focus. We want to focus on the eccentric lowering to really target that tendon. Thanks for watching.